A headlamp is like a football kicker, you don't think about it until you need him. But at that point it becomes exceedingly important that he does his job. You want your headlamp to be light, packable, durable, long-lasting, multi-modal, easy to use, and bright enough to keep the darkness of an eerie wilderness at bay. Plus, wouldn't it be awesome if it was also waterproof? Pin right as the Black Diamond Spot walks onto the field. Then take a wide shot of the crowd as they stand and erupt in spontaneous applause. I have been backpacking and exploring the wilds of the world since Nintendo released its first console, unsurprisingly, and like most of you, I've had some form of lighting system on every trip. Yet, to be completely honest, I've spent very little time thinking about the particular kind of lighting. Then I ran a 50k in Nepal with a borrowed, inferior headlamp and got lost in the Himalayan jungle because I couldn't see the course markings. True story. Have you ever noticed that you don't really appreciate something until it has been taken from you? A headlamp is now one of those things for me. And man, I wish I had the Black Diamond Spot during that 50k in Nepal. After that debacle, I was given the Black Diamond Spot headlamp to review. It came with me on an adventure to Pinnacles National Park. As we wound our way upward through an oak forest, my headlamp was the last thing on my mind. But when the trail descended into an unexpected and super cool cave system, I was suddenly very glad I decided to throw the spot in my bag. It proved plenty light for navigating the narrow path through the cave's depths. Here, the dimming feature was fantastic. I was able to easily regulate the brightness of the spot as we crossed patches of the cave system that were lit by varying degrees of arcing sunlight. The more you dim, the better your battery life will be too, but more on that in a moment. A few weeks later, a friend and I cross-country skied into Tuolumne Meadows. That's a serious trek, and the sun dropped below the horizon before we reached camp. So we strapped on our headlamps and kept skiing. As we neared the ski hut we were looking for, both of us turned to the left and pierced the night with our dual headlamps. Guess what? The beam from my Black Diamond Spot clearly reached further, even though my friend was using a headlamp that was supposed to be brighter. Very comfortable. Some headlamps are oddly lumpy, heavy, or bob unpleasantly on your forehead. But the spot is snug and light. You are still strapping a foreign object to your face though, so keep in mind that comfort is relative. Impressive. I used the spot in pouring rain and in below freezing temperatures. No issues whatsoever. As mentioned, I was blown away by how bright the spot was. Brightness can mean the difference between finishing a race and getting lost in a high mountain jungle. It can mean the difference between finding a ski hut and spending the night in the cold. Stay bright, my friends. I used the spot on 2 different trips for a total of about 5 hours, and didn't have to change the alkaline batteries once. Dimming and using a red light saves battery life over time. But when I had to use the max settings for trail finding at night in the snow, the spot performed. Of course, you should always have at least one set of spare batteries, so it's not really an issue. We hope you found our in-depth review helpful and informative. Comment below if you have any questions about this review or explanation. Thanks for watching.